When it comes to Europe, people often think of glamorous France, romantic Italy, or modern Germany. But there is a hidden gem in the east of this continent, Romania. With thousands of years of history, diverse culture, majestic natural landscapes, and ancient and unique architecture, Romania is a fascinating destination that not everyone understands. In today's journey, we will explore Romania comprehensively, from geography, history, culture, to economy, tourism, and people, to understand why this country is so special. If you love exciting and surprising journeys to explore the world, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and leave a comment below to share your thoughts about Romania. And now, let's start the journey of discovery with the first stop: the land and geographical location of Romania. Leaving behind the familiar thoughts of Western Europe, we go deep into the east, where Romania stretches like a colorful picture of nature. With an area of about 238,400 square kilometers, Romania is the 12th largest country in Europe, possessing a strategic geographical position at the crossroads between Central and Southeast Europe. The country borders Ukraine to the north and east, Moldova to the east, Hungary to the west, Serbia to the southwest, and Bulgaria to the south. To the southeast, Romania opens a gateway to the world, that is the nearly 245 kilometers long coastline bordering the Black Sea, which used to be an important transit point in the history of regional trade. Romania's terrain is extremely diverse, divided into three distinct regions: the majestic Carpathian Mountains winding like the backbone of the country, accounting for nearly a third of the area; the vast and fertile Central Plain, where many agricultural activities are concentrated; and the idyllic coastal area, where visitors can immerse themselves in the clear blue waters of the Black Sea. Romania's climate is temperate continental, characterized by hot summers and cold, snowy winters, providing a distinct change between seasons, a big plus for year-round experiential travel. And now, after understanding this land better, let's look back to the past to discover the heroic and turbulent history of Romania, a place that witnessed the rise of empires, conquests, and mysterious legends that still echo today. To understand the soul and identity of Romania today, we need to go back in time to the ancient history where this land was once the homeland of the Dacians, a mysterious indigenous civilization. The Dacians lived in the Carpathian Mountains and built solid stone fortresses, traces of which still remain today in the Orăști region, recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. However, in 106 AD, after many fierce wars, this land was conquered by the Roman Empire, becoming an important province called Dacia Felix, where the Roman language and culture began to take root in the hearts of the people. Entering the Middle Ages, Romania was not yet a unified country. Instead, it was divided into three main regions: Wallachia, Moldavia, and Transylvania, each with its own kings and legends, most notably the legend of Count Dracula of Transylvania. It was not until 1859 that Wallachia and Moldavia united, laying the foundations for a unified Romania. In 1877, Romania officially gained independence from the Ottoman Empire. The 20th century was marked by great upheavals, from two world wars to the communist period under Nicolae Ceausescu, before the country transformed into democracy in 1989. Romania is now a member of the European Union since 2007 and is growing strongly on the international stage. These ups and downs in history have not only shaped Romania's national identity, but also left a deep mark on art and architecture, where each building, each work tells the story of its time. When you set foot in Romania, you will be immediately captivated by the unique blend of traditional and modern architecture, creating a visual space that is both ancient and vibrant. Medieval castles, monasteries, and wooden churches scattered throughout the country are living proof of a glorious past. Gothic, Baroque, and Byzantine architectural styles are clearly present in religious buildings and palaces, bringing solemn and artistic beauty. In particular, the capital Bucharest, with its wide avenues and neoclassical architecture, was once known as the Little Paris of Eastern Europe, showing a blend of classical European influences and local identity. Not only outstanding in architecture, Romania also possesses a rich visual arts scene. Religious murals, frescoes, in ancient churches are a unique heritage, reflecting the beliefs and spirit of the people from hundreds of years ago. In the field of painting and sculpture, the 19th century marked a strong development with big names such as Constantine Brancusi, who is considered one of the most influential modern sculptors in the world. Contemporary art in Romania is also on the rise, with modern art museums, galleries, and art festivals held regularly, attracting many international artists. In addition to impressive architectural and artistic values, Romania also leaves a strong mark through its treasure trove of myths, legends, and folk symbols imbued with mystery, reflecting the worldview and soul of the people here. Dracula, the name associated with the mysterious vampire image, is one of the most famous legends of Romania. This character was inspired by a real historical figure, Vlad Tepes, also known as Vlad the Impaler, a notorious prince in Transylvania. From that haunting and powerful image, writer Bram Stoker built the image of vampire Dracula in the novel of the same name, creating a classic horror cultural icon of the West. Bran Castle, often called Dracula's Castle, has since become a tourist destination attracting millions of visitors every year, contributing to spreading this mysterious legend around the world. Not only Dracula, Romanian folklore is also filled with mythological stories and mysterious creatures. Legends revolving around spirits, supernatural phenomena, and imaginary creatures such as zmei, dragons, and strigoi, vampires, have been passed down through the generations. Fairy tales about heroes such as Fat Frumos, the handsome prince, and Aliana Cosanziana, the beautiful princess, express the belief in goodness and the victory of light over darkness. In addition, folk motifs, elaborately decorated Easter eggs, and personified images of nature are also cultural symbols with strong identities. It is from these rich folk legends that we can clearly see the deep connection between the culture, beliefs, and language of the Romanians, an inseparable part of their spiritual life. Entering the cultural world of Romania, we are lost in a vivid and colorful picture, where tradition and faith blend into daily life. The main language here is Romanian, a special branch of Latin in the Balkans, mainly using Slavic languages, reflecting the unique history of this country. Religious beliefs play an important role, with about 80% of the population following Eastern Orthodoxy. Ancient churches and solemn rituals are still carefully preserved. Folklore is also very rich, from rustic music, vibrant Ora circle dances, to ethnic costumes with intricate hand embroidery according to each region. Traditional festivals such as Mardasar, a symbol of spring, and Luck, or the Harvest Festival with a rural character, continue to be maintained and loved. Cultural icons such as Bran Castle associated with the Dracula legend, the Moldavian monasteries, or the wooden church in Maramureș are living proof of the depth of Romanian culture. What impresses you most about Romanian culture? Leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow more interesting journeys of discovery. When it comes to Romania's education system and science and technology, it is impossible not to mention the balanced development between academic traditions and modern innovation. Education in Romania is considered a solid foundation for social progress. Children start school from grade 1 and complete compulsory education up to grade 10. In addition, this country also owns many prestigious universities, such as the University of Bucharest or the Technical University of Cluj-Napoca, prominent names in the Eastern European region with highly appreciated training quality, especially in the fields of natural sciences and engineering. Not stopping there, Romania is also home to many scientists who have made great contributions in fields such as mathematics, physics, and space technology. Research projects related to renewable energy, aviation, and space are increasingly focused on, paving the way for the country to rise to the top in the high-tech sector. The Romanian government is also actively investing in innovation centers and startup ecosystems. Cities like Bucharest and Cluj are becoming ideal destinations for startups in fields such as artificial intelligence, AI, financial technology, fintech, and green technology. From strong education to outstanding technological developments, Romania is gradually building the foundations for a modern and sustainable society. And now, let's take a deeper look at the socio-economic picture of this rapidly growing country. When you set foot in vibrant cities like Bucharest, the capital city that resembles a miniature Paris, or Cluj-Napoca, the heart of Transylvania, you will immediately feel the surge of modernity everywhere. From newly built high-rises to hipster cafes crowded with creative young people, Romania today is a country constantly moving, transforming strongly in the heart of Eastern Europe. After many years of reform and integration, the Romanian economy is making steady progress. The steady GDP growth rate, especially in recent years, shows the resilience of a country that knows how to take advantage of its resources and human potential. Industry is one of the bright spots, with sectors such as automobile manufacturing, machinery manufacturing, chemicals and especially information technology thriving in cities like Timișoara and Iași. Romania is no longer just a workshop, but is gradually becoming a new technology center of Europe. However, besides modern factories and dynamic software companies, the image of endless grain fields and fruitful grape farms in Moldavia or Dobruja is still a vivid proof of the important role of agriculture in the economy. Tourism is also a rising star. With its spectacular natural landscapes from the majestic Carpathian Mountains, frozen Lake Balia in winter to the fertile Danube Delta, Romania is attracting increasing attention from international visitors. It is not only the nature, ancient architecture, well-preserved medieval towns, and rich traditional cultural life that make Romania an attractive, unique, and profound destination. On the social front, this country of more than 19 million people is working hard to improve the quality of life for its people. Investments in education and health care are increasing year by year, creating the foundation for a stable and sustainable future. However, the clear disparity between urban and rural areas remains a challenge that is not easy to solve, where on one side are modern cities, on the other are underdeveloped rural areas. But that is exactly what reflects the true Romania, a place that still retains its traditional identity amidst the wave of modernization. And to truly understand why Romania is so attractive, continue to accompany us to explore the majestic natural wonders and cultural and tourist treasures that await you ahead. If you are a nature lover and passionate about exploring, Romania will surely make your heart flutter from the first moment. This country, located at the crossroads of Central and Eastern Europe, possesses a diverse, majestic, and wild natural beauty, where each land has its own story, its own soul. The Carpathian Mountains, winding like a giant silk strip, covering most of Romania, are a true paradise for those who love trekking, mountain climbing, and exploring the wilderness. In winter, white snow covers the mountain slopes, making this place an ideal destination for ski enthusiasts. In summer, the valleys are brilliant with wildflowers, the green oak and fir forests open up a majestic and peaceful space, helping you feel like you are lost in a fairy tale world. Moving south, the Danube Delta stretches out like a fertile carpet, where life moves slowly alongside peaceful fishing villages, and where nature remains pure. In particular, the Danube Delta, one of the world's rarest biosphere reserves, is home to thousands of migratory birds, freshwater fish, and rare flora and fauna. Sitting on a small boat drifting through reed forests, watching flocks of white storks fly across the sky, you will feel the pure and vibrant beauty of a pristine Romania. In the southeast of the country, the Black Sea opens up a completely different scene: fine sand beaches, deep blue seas, and coastal towns like Constanța or Vamaveș, where the sun and wind blend with music, culture, and the freedom of youth. Not only nature, Romania also captivates you with ancient cities such as Brașov, Sibiu, and Sighisoara, where every stone pavement, every tilted roof seems to whisper a story. Bran Castle, the symbol associated with the legend of Dracula, is not only captivating because of its mysterious story, but also because of its ancient architecture and spectacular location in the middle of the mountains. And after all, what makes your journey in Romania complete is the people here, warm, hospitable, and proud of their heritage. All blend together, creating an enchanting symphony, where nature, history, culture, and people write a song that captivates visitors. When you set foot in Romania, what will make your heart flutter is not only the ancient castles hidden in the mountains and forests, the roads stretching along the purple lavender fields, or the dishes with rich European flavors mixed with a bit of the East, but also the people, the true soul of this land. Romanians are not too enthusiastic, but are always ready to open their arms to welcome you, with genuine smiles and warm eyes. Whether you are a faraway traveler visiting small villages in the middle of the wild Carpathian Mountains, or are lost in the modern and bustling capital Bucharest, you will always feel the rustic, unpretentious but affectionate hospitality. In Romania, traditional values are not only respected, they are also cherished as a part of the nation's flesh and blood. From the colorful hand-embroidered folk costumes worn during festivals, to the soulful folk songs sung by the winter fireplace, the folk culture here is still alive, close, and permeates daily life. Notably, while today's youth are dynamic, creative, and integrated with the world, the elderly still keep for themselves a world full of memories where every meal, every story, is filled with pride in the past. The fusion of tradition and modernity has created a harmonious social picture, where old values are not forgotten, but are recreated and developed in a new form. That is when you see an old lady wearing a traditional embroidered dress taking a photo with her grandson in fashionable clothes in the middle of the old town of Sibiu. Or when you attend a wedding where religious rituals are subtly integrated with modern music and stage lighting. Family is the sacred foundation of Romanian society. Many generations often live together, sharing not only the roof, but also joys, sorrows, and responsibilities. On holidays such as Christmas or Easter, the whole family will gather around a traditional meal, taste hot sarmale, raise a glass of local wine, tell old stories, and then realize that those simple things are the most precious treasures. And when your journey in Romania gradually comes to an end, your heart may not want to leave. Because a country that is both rustic and mysterious, preserves its roots, and constantly grows with the times, is a place where anyone who has set foot will bring with them an unforgettable memory. Nature is always a mirror of a country's soul, and Romania, the hidden gem of Europe, possesses a natural picture so vivid that it can leave anyone stunned. From the majestic snow-capped Carpathian peaks in winter to the endless fields in summer, Romania's nature is like a multicolored symphony, changing with each season while still maintaining its pristine charm. The Carpathian Mountains are the soul of this country. With vast pine forests, crystal-clear waterfalls, and trails winding through the valleys, this place is a paradise for backpackers, mountaineers, or simply those looking for a quiet place in nature. In autumn, the Carpathian forests are brilliant in red, orange, and yellow, a magical scene that makes visitors feel like they are lost in a fairy tale world. Following the mountains is the Danube Delta, where Europe's largest river winds through fertile lands, nurturing not only the land, but also a traditional agricultural culture that has existed for thousands of years. And then, the Danube splits into hundreds of small branches, creating one of Romania's most famous natural wonders, the Danube Delta, Delta Dunării, recognized by UNESCO as a World Biosphere Reserve. This is a paradise for migratory birds, otters, sturgeons, and many rare plant species, an ecological maze that is unmatched anywhere else in the world. Further southeast, the Black Sea coast appears with pristine golden sands, deep blue waters, and fresh air. The coastal towns of Constanța or Vamaveș are not only ideal vacation spots, but also places where you can feel the combination of modern life and peaceful nature. Don't forget the hills of Transylvania, where you'll find villages nestled in green pastures, surrounded by forests and apple and plum orchards. Each scene is serene, quaint and medieval in its beauty, as if time had stood still. Romania doesn't need to be flashy to impress. The country's natural beauty is not something that comes and goes, but something that lingers in the mind, making anyone who has ever set foot there remember it forever. If you are looking for an inspiring journey, Romania is the place worth visiting at least once in your life. Share your thoughts or things you want to discover in Romania by leaving a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos about the wonderful lands in the world.